Okay, we are here. Let's do this. What is going on? How are we looking out there? Looks okay? Looks alright. Alright, let's go. We are about to finish Icebrood Saga, which is going to lock on the Janthier Wilds. Man, that is kind of an obnoxious thing. We have back-to-back Janthier Wilds to do, and yeah. I mean, I like Guild Wars. I like its story. It's cool, but so much grind. So much grind. Took too long of a break from this game. LOL. Yeah, where were we? Where's my immersion at? My immersion. I'm gonna follow this commander for a little bit. There's a big boy. Look at this big boy right here.
Yes, very amusing.
Coming for that booty. Gotta follow the commander to death. To my death. To my death, I say. Follow this dude. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Alright, just kidding. Alright. Let's keep moving here. Little bit of coin, huh? Is there any promotion worth checking out? Mario, Fluffy, Samoyed Jackal. Super Outlaw. It's so annoying. Luxury speed skiff. Oh, crap. That's kind of cool. We still have yet to obtain Skyscale and what the hell is this? Skyscale and Skyscale on both. You know, we need Skyscale times 2. We need Turtle times 2, and we need Roller Beetle. Beetle Roller. Captain Magnus the Bloody Handed. World versus World Rush. Defenders and Friends of Lion's Arch. Our great city has long been home to mist portals. Okay, alright. Let's get back to where we were, hopefully. Continuing the story. We have some serious coffee here. I forgot to turn off the music in the house here. You take care of that real quick. Alright, bet. Let's do this. Okay. Protect Bloodtide Coast. Travel to Bloodtide Coast through the Eye of the North Asura Gate to assist with negotiations. Alright, not so good at negotiations, but we'll try. Oh, hell no.
Hey, Commander.
What's up, dude?
Good. Rocks. What the? Thank you. You too. What is going on?
Boom. Big cheers.
We were about to start talks when all of a sudden a bunch of soldiers came ripping through from Lion's.
Oh, that's delicious.
Sounds like Jormag tried to launch a sneak attack from the south. Lucky us, huh?
Can we expect reinforcements? Or is it the four of us and a few Lion Guard?
We sent word to anyone we could get a hold of. Hopefully they show up in time.
I'll take any help we can get. Where are the others?
On the shoreline. This way.
Okay, do we want food? Look at this dude. Let's keep up with the rocks a little bit. Yeah, we can grab this food here.
We need to fortify our defenses.
I'm on it.
Why are there so many quad blood air? They live here.
Come on, Commander. Let's pitch in.
Where's the food? It disappeared. What? There it is. Okay. What the hell is going on? You know, since it's not like a prerequisite for me anymore, targeting has become like a very awkward circumstance because I find myself like not having a target button and I don't have a take target button. And it's really awkward when I play with people who like rely on it, because like raids can rely on it, PvP like can rely on it. And if there's anything that I'm doing that's kind of new, it's really nice to just be able to take target. And I can't do that because I don't have my keybinds all, you know, sorted out. It's been ages since I've needed to care. Another thing that's kind of unlucky is like, there's been so many new keybinds added to the game. And like I already felt like overwhelmed having to compensate for the keybinds in the first place. Like,
Charged up.
how many quaggins we got? Looks like we have 5 of them. Let's get out of here. Skedaddle! Skedaddle with the quaggons! Quaggin. Oh, I'm just a quaggin. Morale boost gained. Okay. What's this? What do we do? Jump around. Okay, supplies delivered. Where are the supplies? Supplies. Like in world versus world, especially, it's very useful to have the take target because, like, you just need to be a good little puppy and take target and, you know, attack target. It's pretty easy. It's pretty sleazy. Pretty queasy, pretty easy.
That's a lot of Icebrood. We making a dent at all?
We haven't been overrun, so that's good at least.
Oh wow, that's kind of
And
cool.
it looks like our reinforcements finally decided to show up.
Never thought I'd say this, but I'm actually relieved to see Flame Legion. Come on, let's help them out.
Right behind you. That was a blast.
Where are we going?
Cleansing will now begin.
Am I the only one in this instance? I guess that can be good and bad, huh?
Flooded.
It's good on the one hand because Wood Palace delivered a lighthouse generator. Okay. It's good on the one hand because there's no scaling, but it's like kind of bad on the other end because, I don't know, it's not supposed to be done solo anyway.
Exhilarating.
NBD, NBD.
Flooded. Flooded. Eye of the storm.
Rabbit time. Yo. Yeah. 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 Ugh. Okay, defend Stormbluff Isle from the Icebrood assault. How salty.
Eye of the storm. So it goes. Geological forces at my command. I'm nigh invincible. Breather! Lightning bolt!
We need to work hard.
Exhilarating.
Push them back.
Kawagan.
Eye of the storm! Infuriate! Fired up! Eye of the storm!
Icebrood Waves defeated. 2 out of 5. Okay. They're inside. No. That's so cheeky. I don't know. I don't really know too much about Janther, and that's kind of cool. Never played Guild Wars 1. Don't really have a deep addiction to lore. But it has been nice to join people in their homestead, I guess it's called. Yeah, it's been kind of cool.
Rox, on behalf of the Legions, I'd like to apologize. This isn't how I wanted to reintroduce ourselves.
I should have known things wouldn't go according to plan. You invited the commander after all.
Yes, we really should stop doing that.
I'm right here, Imperator.
You know the Olmecon won't shy away from a fight that needs fighting.
We do.
Well, now you're fighting for the future of the Charm, and we can't sit that out, no matter what our elders may say.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Welcome to the new fight. That Eye of the storm.
I lightning bolt!
Okay.
Never capitulate! I'm nigh invincible.
It's kind of fascinating how boring this game became. Like, after just doing all of the typical content in the game. Like, Guild Wars having raids as hard as they are is so sick. Like, it's so good. And I DGAF when people complain about how hard they are. Like, they are difficult, but,
Accelerate!
like, it makes a quote-unquote dead game super relevant, super interesting, and super, like, I don't know, so much playability, considering how hard the raids can be, especially in the CM faction of raids. And like, I remember there was a time when all of the people that I knew playing this game just kind of quit around the same time, just kind of like figured out something else to do. Some people don't really have what it would take to grind for whatever reason, as much as others. And having grinded and been kind of competitive with the people that I knew for so long, like everybody got kind of bored. Then there were raids, and raids are tough and require a lot of communication, and I found that to be like really charming about this game. And so now, all of this stuff, like, it's cool to have story, it's cool to make content, but it's more like I have determined to get back to some kind of similar form of competency and contribution at a high level that I once held. And the only way for me to feel comfortable in my own skin while doing that is to be completely capable of flexing within the meta if necessary, although I really don't intend to share that information with any static that I join. It's just going to be more or less like, I play Ellie, I am a DPS player. If I'm good enough, I can fit in at a high level. If I'm not, then I shouldn't be playing Ellie. And should, like, I don't know, heal for everybody. which is a really cool like flex in and of itself within the LE class. So I used to flex through all the characters in raids, and that's so awkward because having to complete 3 expansions and, you know, chase after that similar flexibility has just been such a Pyrrhic victory. It's like, I'm not even there yet. I'm not even like halfway there, kind of. Well, maybe 2/3 of the way, right? Because, or maybe 3/4 of the way. Maybe I'm actually a lot closer than I give myself credit for. When we returned to Guild Wars, we had End of Dragons, Secrets of the Obscure, and Janthier Wilds to complete. And now we completed End of Dragons, Secrets of the Obscure, and a surprise, you know, Icebrood Saga that I didn't expect to have to get through. It's worth doing, but I didn't expect it. And that changes like the direction of our ambitions. Or if I was like, you know, kind of smart, it would. But instead I'm just stubbornly following through with previous ambitions plus the extra like burden of grind. And it's not fun. Like it's just it is what it is kind of grind. And I think that that's important. I think it's important to do and to like take this lesson on the chin, learn from it. Never will I ever play a game as kind of like unaffectionately grindy as this, you know, path that I've set myself on. And I'm gonna be very satisfied when I complete my ambitions, but I don't need epic wins anymore from games. Like IRL provides enough of that for me. I don't need to really be so like, I don't know, self-centered and like game-oriented. I wasn't paying attention to that. It kind of hurt, actually.
Charged up. Frenzy will now begin.
Ugh. But yeah, getting bored of this game and then finding like that epic win extra layer of community and like engagement through the complexity of raids and like the teamwork required to you know, work together and win, like it kind of unlocked like the end game for me. But after taking such a long hiatus, I feel like I can't get back to that spot, although that's not technically true. Like I'm just too hard on myself. I have like incredibly high standards, which sometimes are unhealthy. But that's what I'm looking to do, and it would be nice if we can do that and then just kind of retain that. I have a hard time anticipating that if I were to join some guilds right now, that those would be the guilds that I stay in. Maybe it's good though. Like the most competency I ever was able to find in the game were through statics, never through like just strictly guilds. That's not to say I didn't try out for some, you know, elitist guilds or whatever. I just, I guess I never. I never made it past the vetting except for World versus World. Mind you, I'm joining like top 1%, like sweaty gamer, epic elitism, like guilds.
Thank you,
But
Like I said,
you know, failing to join those guilds was kind of like an expected thing.
Oh?
But within the statics, it's just like
Monica's first thought was this might be another Imperator
so enjoyable to
exercise
contribute.
like Vanguard's All-Legion rally. The more I thought about it, and your moves over the last year, Malice, are you planning to become Connor?
I don't want it. Ash politics are the only kind I care about. I like having equals to spy on. Makes things interesting.
Simple, you know? Quiet. Nice. Frostbite loves it too. Devourers don't usually get to retire. Heard about some of the stuff that's happened since Dragonfall. Sometimes I miss it. Most times I don't. I heard something about Primordus and the spirits of the wild. Figured I'd give him some space. I'm proud of him, though. Last time we sent letters was a year ago? He was changed. Even then. No. But then, that's the old Flame Legion. Everything I've heard about Ephraim is not that. They're fighting to save this world, and the Olmecon will do the same. So, we'll figure it out.
We all did our part. The reinforcements didn't hurt either. As always, appreciate the extra paw. Whenever I had to put up with Bangar or Smolder's crap, I envied their simplified priorities. Can't blame them for sticking their heads in the sand when we were tearing ourselves apart in Drizzlewood. But they're here now. That's all I care about. And Rox has always been reliable. I'm glad she's with us.
Aw.
Krisha.
It's not really recruiting. I know the Olmecon take a dim view of the Flame Legion, and now they're back in the fold. The last thing I wanted was a rift between us. Flames changed. The Char have changed. I want them to see that.
Alright, let's keep moving. Unless there's a mastery point here that I missed, which there is, I'll just go grab it then. Oh, where's the mastery point? I better go get that one. Okay, where is this thing? What the hell? Huh? Huh. How the hell do I get this thing? What? Do I have to, like, go underground? Probably not. Nope. What? Wait. Okay. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Yeah, in World versus World, I do enjoy myself a bit of elitism. I think it's very, like, boredom is a huge portion as to why I play the games the way that I do. The better we get at anything, the more boring it will become unless we can find a way to imbue it with our own little personal flavor, I guess. The hell? How am I supposed to grab this thing? Yo, where is this mastery point? I don't want to look it up, but it looks like it would be in here. Is this a little crevasse that I can go in for a moment? It's actually both boring and incredibly frustrating to play with incompetent players in World vs. World. Because all you do is lose. And, well, I guess it depends on what server, but things have changed. Like, I haven't played World vs. World since they made the changes to guilds and such. Is it faster if I waypoint? No, maybe... maybe. I actually feel like it might be. Either way, let's just go back this way.
Eye of the storm.
I am going entirely the wrong way. Alright, now it's absolutely faster for me to do this.
Invigorating.
There's something quite liberating about trying really hard and grinding out a skill set and then like working with other people who do the same thing. I mean, it's no different than having a diploma, I guess, for a career. And I think the most common argument is, this is not a job, this is a game, but like, no. Like, it's a game that people take very seriously, and if you want to be a filthy casual, that's cool. And you can go sit in the group of filthy casuals, but I'm unfortunately beyond that in terms of competency and capacity is just I don't know, it makes it so boring and so frustrating to be putting up with other people who just don't have the same mindset. And so that's a very kind of interesting integral thing that's been happening. It's like...
Hey, Commander. Really hope you're not too busy right now.
Something going on I should know about?
Ephraim's still trying to save the rest of the Flame Legion in Fireheart Rise. He had this whole plan on how to approach them, and bam! Destroyers started crawling out of the old ritual sites.
It's going to be hard to convince anyone to help. Old Guard Flame Legion aren't exactly on our Winter's Day card list.
I say let him burn. It'd be ironic, but, you know, in a good way.
Does Ephraim really think that they'll recognize him as Flame Imperator? That he can convince them?
I think he does. Crazy bastard. Anyway, I called out for reinforcements, and I'm not holding my breath.
I'll be there soon. Can't guarantee this'll end well, though.
Okay, so we go here. Yeah, there's definitely like two ways to play any game that has a competitive aspect to it, you know? It's like super filthy casual, just don't care, everybody's kind of hanging out, who cares if we win? And then there's like, no, I want these rewards, no, I want to win, no, winning is kind of everything, and then that's not always really the way it works.
So far, you're the only reinforcements we've got.
Are you at all surprised?
These Flame Legion made their own bed. Gaharon's gone, whole world's changed. But they haven't.
Ephraim's trying to change minds.
Same old crap over and over again.
So yeah, it's kind of like, it almost makes sense for me to just return to like more casual guilds to begin with and just kind of get my toes wet a little bit and get used to kind of what has been a very, very long layoff from communicating in a guildy kind of sense ability in the game.
This is a fire!
Commander, appreciate the help. We need to stem the tide before pushing to the Citadel. These Char think they're destined to die in the flames they once controlled.
When I was first introduced to the game, I ended up finding guilds that were like PvE casual guilds, and that served well for a time until I kind of figured out like how I want to carry myself within community. And at some point, like, my skill set created such an incredible disparity, and I can reference what I said earlier, so it just became very boring and frustrating to be where I was. And so I had to... Well, I chose to leave all my guilds and then just kind of venture off and find a better place where I, like, fit in better, I guess. Now, I'm looking for three things. I want PvP so that I can get my Ascension wings. Hold on, let's focus on this objective here. Plant emblems to rally the Legion. Okay. Destroyers killed, that's enough. Okay, sweet. Another solo instance. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, so PvPs is like elite PvP guild check. That's something that's a checkbox for me. Elite static willing to do CMs, that is a part of the game that I've not really explored too much outside of like, I don't know how many CMs I've completed in raids. It's probably like, I could probably count on maybe one hand how many CMs I've done in raids, but finding a static where I can make prog happen and complete all the CMs in the game. There's nothing like complaining that the game is easy and then not like completing all the CMs. Like, CMs are hard. Like if raids weren't hard enough, you know. And then the last thing is really, this is this is ridiculous to me to say, but I actually want like kind of a pet guild that just does guild stuff, like bounties and like gets guild commendations, because I want banners when I do world bosses. Like world bosses become the thing for me, but I need commendations. So I need a pet guild that is like, I don't know, RP based or fashion based. Maybe PVX is fine, but some place where they actually do like guild missions and I can get commendation.
Feel my turbulence. Charged up. Eye of the storm.
You're on the bridge. Can't let him get it.
Infuriate. That left. Exhilarating.
A lot of what I'm trying to do really revolves around fashion memes, but also like prestige is very important to me for fashion. Like if I don't have a prestige item on every character, I'm not like feeling the burn. And I think that just kind of quells a bit of a deep insecurity of mine. But also I think it's cool to have just like one, at least, piece of prestige. Now, the way that actually works is more like, well, I'm using legendary armor in every fashion build, which is kind of gross because it's very limiting to use that breastplate. But Envoy armor being the absolute best legendary armor in the game because of the angel wing animations. I guess technically one of them's a dragon wing. Is enough of a prestige for me. Shikashi. I do like Warbringer, I do like Ad Infinitum, and I do like
I'm nigh invincible.
the Ascension. And I want to include them in at least 3 different looks. At least. If I can.
Turn up the heat.
Lore is important, prestige is important. Color is important.
Fired up. I am charged up. Infuriate.
Dungeons are probably the most important instance content for me, and so if I can get to that, you know, final destination of my ambition and just plateau, you'll be seeing me do a lot more solo or low-man dungeons alongside the rank scenario that's going to kind of emerge for PvP and the raid scenario.
I'm nigh invincible. Eye of the storm.
We've driven them off now.
Ready to blast line.
The community is important, and I wouldn't, you know, be where I'm at if I hadn't been in the various guilds that I joined early on, but the game really opens up. You know what it's kind of reminiscent of is like a farmer's market or like a mall or like an outdoor festival. Like the way that community can work in this game is so cool. Because everybody has something unique to offer.
I talk a big game, but I didn't really want
So I don't want to, you know, just go full, like, galaxy brain try-hard brain power on 24-hour repeat. Like, I would like to be able to be in a community where everybody is generally like just super weak and compared to me in terms of competency, game knowledge, etc. And that's not to say that I just want to be like the king in the castle or some shit like that. I just like it's more enjoyable. Wait a minute. Did they change the 5th? Did they change Warhorn 5 in water? Doesn't really look like it actually. But it's because it gives me an opportunity to take all of the incredible skill and experience that I've developed in the game and pass it forward to players who would otherwise, like, just, it would not be accessible for them. And that's something exciting to me because gotta give it back. You know, Jordan said, when you get to the top of whatever it is that you're doing,
Bram, can you hear me? Do you understand?
it requires isolation and skill building in solitude. I'm butchering what Jordan says, you know, but paraphrasing.
He's a friend. He's not an enemy.
Okay, we gotta be careful here. I don't know what's happening, but there are too many enemies, and this can be a problem because maybe I don't respect one of the enemies enough, and then I end up just kind of paying the price for it.
Charged up.
Ugh. Oh, I can't move. Okay, we need to figure this out. Oh, I'm dying. What is that? Get me out of here. Ah, I'm going this way. Stagger Bram so that he can regain control. Okay. But also, where is Bram? Ugh. We need to get off staff really bad. But yeah, it's really kind of surprising. Exactly. I'm gonna go down here again if I'm not careful. This hurts. I regret being on staff. But there's been moments where, like, people who are, like, ridiculously good, and I can name a few, but I won't, have just been, like, in random guilds that don't really do, like, endgame content or super, like, difficult content in the game. And I have just grown so tremendously from being in their presence. And I do want to give that back. I think it's really cool. It's a really cool aspect of the game because, like, elitism is only really toxic, I think, when there's, like, a heavy emphasis on exclusion for the sake of excluding. And I think, like, I feel very strongly I'd much rather have a person who can admit when they're wrong, who, like, is absolute garbaggio at the game, and is willing to, like, take direction and be coachable, than like a person who just thinks very highly of themselves and has like a bit of arrogance that doesn't really match up to their contributions. I don't want to have any more arguments about that in my life, really, if I can avoid them. It's a waste of time and energy. So yeah, there's one thing to say to like go where I'm gonna fit in, but it's also cool to just be super casual in a guild setting and just like hang out and answer questions when people ask about stuff. So this game has a lot to offer, being a dead game, and I do believe that without raids being as hard as they are, the game would not be as fulfilling for the majority of the endgame players, even though the community for raids is very low, very small.
Showing the rest of the world. You caught a glimpse of that world today. The question they're all asking Please, can you cast aside your hatred? Grow beyond fighting Balefire's failed campaign? Many would rather die, but I'm not one of them. And there are others like me. It will take time. But we would rather join the new world than be swept away with the old. Imperator. Commander, when you fight the Twin Dragons, you can depend on the whole of the Flame Legion to be by your side.
That's a lot of kitty cats.
Seeing Bram like that, are you two all right?
No, not exactly.
What Bram did, what he's let himself become. Kid's a warrior. He's controlling the pure destruction and hunger of the Raging Flame. That's no small feat.
We need him. Is he up to it? The leash he had those destroyers on was shaky.
It was a leash, nonetheless. They came to his call and followed at his heels. He's running them like a wolf pack.
And what's the cost? We can't let this go on. He's struggling, and he's suffering.
Yeah, he is. For us. For all the right reasons, Commander. Primordus' champion or not, there was heart in Bram's eyes. Haven't seen one speck of that in Rylands. Then there's still hope for Bram.
The Flame Legion has a long road.
You can't undo generations of hate in a day. To many, Flame is still the Gold Legion. Unreliable, undependable. Some Flame will refuse to step forward. I have to accept that. And as Imperator, their punishment will fall to me. Gotta figure it'll be a lot more than some. Old thoughts die hard. What would you do? Dunno. But then, I wasn't dumb enough to become an Imperator. That's on you. I know. No. These are the lands of false gods, dead prophets, and ruinous ideologies. The new Flame Legion will grow elsewhere. We'll find a new home, one less tainted by a reputation we hope to shed.
What's up, dude? Just chilling over here? Alright then. Let's go grab this. Let's go grab that one. What are we doing? What are we doing? Is it up or down, I wonder? If it's up, we should just grab a vantage point here. Yeah, I want to give a bunch of shout-outs to people that have, like, influenced over the time, you know? But really what it is some people are just, very kind and compassionate, despite, oh god, get me up there, despite having like an incredibly elite skill set, and I just find it fascinating to work with them.
More accolades.
That rarefied air, know what I'm saying? Okay, how do we get out of here, actually? Probably faster, just waypoint. Roller beetle. A roller beetle.
Charged up.
So we'll be getting out of here pretty soon. Just wanted to pop in and continue the story.
The Arcane Counselor has arrived. They've reconsidered aligning with Jormag. They're willing to work with us. Come quickly.
Saving the world, but try to stay focused on what really matters. Crystals.
It looks like we're talking to Irene.
Make no mistake, Primordus's death is our priority. Our intention was never to contribute to the atrocity of the Frozen.
We've all made mistakes. We just can't make any more.
Commander, we have a plan, or the beginnings of one.
First, Bram and the spirits of the wild did help even the odds.
Fire and ice forces are clashing with increasing frequency. The death toll is staggering. It will only get worse.
There have been sightings of Bram leading packs of destroyers. Scary stuff.
I watched him struggle with the fire. With himself. He got control, but...
The longer Bram is connected to Primordus, the more integrated they become. Until there's nothing left.
His sacrifice is a gamble, but what choice do we have? Taimi, can we count on Primordus showing up?
Research shows every location where the Frozen have appeared has a powerful ley line beneath it.
Pinpoint where the ley lines intersect and lure the dragons there. We do that, bam! We force him to collide. Our models revealed that elder dragons aren't just attracted to ley lines, they're literally magically connected to them.
Not a call or a scent, but as if it's actually pulling me toward it. A tether. I suspect it pulls both ways.
How can we change the direction of magic?
How do you change the shape of light?
Oh, prisms! If Aurene uses her prismatic powers to divert the magic...
I can tap into the ley line and cut Jormag and Primordus off from any magic not their own.
And why exactly haven't we done this before?
This is a final measure. There will be no second chances. Aurene, are you sure you wanna...
Get involved?
Bram walked willingly into fire. This is the least I can do. The longer I sit out, the more loopholes Jormag finds. I still believe in the balance. Just... maybe I can give the balance a push.
Our plan might even increase Bram's chance of surviving the, afterclash, let's call it.
Then let's get to work.
I'll be streaming on Twitch tonight. Head to the battlefield. I suppose we should destroy this dragon storm situation. I think this is the final battle, so we're gonna get out of here after this.
Troops are on the field awaiting your orders, Commander. I'll take you there. Just say the word.
A little bit of lore here if you want to read it. I'm not vibing enough to do like RP or anything. Alright, let's do it. For not knowing this existed, like, I'm pretty happy with it. It's nice.
Destroyers are crawling all over, and there's no dragons.
They didn't make things easy. Clear out the firebugs and make way for the prisms.
Alright, let's do this.
Charged up! Eye of the storm! Charged up! Lightning bolt! That's black! Invigorating! Charged up!
Prism's coming in for a landing, Commander.
The area's cleared, Kate. Bring him down.
We break the champion's connection to the dragons. Then we use that magic against them.
What'll happen to Bram? To Ryland?
Bram knew the risks.
Uh-oh. We want to go like this. Pretty sure.
Nice of you to clear out the trash for me, Commander.
Did you? Oh? You look like you grew. All that Dormic energy can't be good for you.
You hit the wind dragon you knew you could control. Coward. I'll show you real dragon power.
Jormag has not yet joined him, champion. You must draw them out.
We're long past excuses, Riley. You made your choice. This needs to end. Infuriate! I have ignition. I'm nigh and fired up. 6 feet tall.
So, this is not justice.
Let him leave. We can't get distracted.
That didn't go to plan.
He'll be back. His pride won't let him stay away long.
Wonder where he gets that from. In the meantime, fire alarm!
Ram, are you yourself?
That's unsettling.
Here we fight.
We're not here to kill you. We're here to kill Primordus.
We are
Invigorating!
Ouch.
I'm nigh invincible.
Bram hits kind of hard, actually. He hasn't really hit us yet, really.
Blooded!
Ooh. Cutscenes. Pinkies up.
kill. Ice. Just try it.
My champion will teach you to fear the frost and glory. Icebrood reinforcements!
They're drawing on the ley line. It'll shift the power in Jormag's favor. That's bad.
Not a huge fan of bad. What do we do?
We need to destroy the ley line siphons. Do that and we can break the connections to the dragons. I'm sure it'll be no problem.
I've stayed my hand before, brother. No more. Today, I obliterate the balance that chains us together.
I'm nigh invincible. Charged up. Infuriate.
Charzuka.
I'm nigh invincible.
As long as Jormag is connected to the power of the champion and the Frozen, they will keep Primordus cowed.
Don't let up. We've got to bring both champions down.
Kill Jormag! What do you think we're trying to do, kid?
Vitality
Ram,
versus
come
Furious.
on! This hurts us more than it hurts you!
Could stand to have it hurt us less.
Same time. One is not enough. We've got to bring Ryland and Bram down together.
Hurts, but not too bad.
Charged up.
20% seems about right.
Fired up.
Yeah.
I'm nigh invincible.
No. Run away. There's too many trash mobs here doing stuff.
Ready to rock. Charged up.
Damn it. I'm early. It's a bummer. Well, 15% is kind of cool. Okay,
My turbulence.
let's make this happen here. It should take care of him. All we have left is Bram.
Nigh lightning bolt. Here they come.
Use the prisms now. The champions are hanging on to dragons by a thread.
The dragons are vulnerable! This is it!
Elder dragons. This might take a couple rounds. Stay strong.
Ice and fire forces are desperate. We can't let them get a foothold on the lane.
How may I be of service?
Mortis and Jormag have reached equilibrium on the power meter! We're close!
I have ignition. Fired up. Charged up.
Ow.
Charged up. I feel 6 feet tall. Invigorating.
Okay.
Charged up. Lightning bolt.
This might hurt a little bit.
Charged up. I'm nigh invincible.
I feel it, champion. The connection's weak.
The prisms are ready to launch.
Invigorating.
Attack now!
Yeah.
Seven up on to the dragon.
Charged up.
working? Is this genuinely actually working?
Stay focused. One last push. For Bram. For all of us. Champion, help me! There's too much. This power. It's so wild. Get to the prisms.
I'm coming! Hold on, Ori!
No! We can't stop now! Not for anything!
Champion, I'm pulling you back. It's done, champion.
Sick, we did it.
I knew I'd achieve.
Oh yeah. And we get to level this. Unavailable. I guess we train this. I never really wondered why there were a handful of things that I wasn't able to do in the world boss list, but yeah. Maybe we can start to include a handful of other things. So the thing about the world boss train that I like to do is that, you know, it's interior and people don't need to be a paid player to be able to have that kind of train happen for them. Okay. GG. We did it. There's a little bit more lore in there, but I guess we skipped it.
Anyone on comms? Anyone seen Bram?
Haven't found Ryland yet either.
Bram! There he is! Flooded!
What's up, dude? Look at this guy.
Whoa. How am I not dead?
You did it, Bram!
How many did we lose?
A lot less than we would have if you hadn't done what you did.
I'm good, Commander. I know I did what I had to do. Just need a second to remember myself.
Are the spirits of the wild still with you?
They kept me from falling off the edge. Wasn't easy.
Ready to rock!
They're gonna need time to recover.
You need time, Bram. To rest. To heal.
You are the biggest hypocrite I've ever met, Commander.
Ryland, give it up!
Settle down! It's over!
Stay with him. I'll go help Britlock.
Roll a beetle, roll a beetle. Oh, I can't use my roller beetle. Oh well.
Charged up!
Time to taste the Legion's justice, Ryland.
You look like Skrit Cub. Jormag did a number on you. You're beat. Primordus' champion is lying in the dirt. You don't have a chance.
No.
Ready to rock! Exhilarating!
Okay.
You're just a tool. Can't you see?
Charged up.
They
No
made...
one made me. I made myself, and I will never be unmade.
If Cinder saw you now, she'd gut turbulence. Your warbands sacrificed themselves for this?
I have no idea how much of a relationship that Ryland and his murdered love had. They don't really go too much into depth about that, but it really makes sense. Like, how devastated a person should be if they lost their true love.
Destroying yourself, Cub.
But true is kind of an interesting designation as
My
well.
sire speaks. Like I take
It feels as though he really had a thing for Cinder.
the steel to be imperative. Or a dam who's content to live and die as nothing more than Vanguard's shadow. You're nothing.
Infuriating.
Less than nothing.
Like, regardless of the intent, the impact is that the decision made by his parents to try to de-escalate and negotiate peace was snuffed by the Imperator and got him, got his Cinder killed, and that's a big deal. On top of all this stuff that he probably has issues with his parents, it's like, it's probably too much to bear.
Cleansing will now begin.
Enough. Sit down and shut up! You had everything. Pedigree, talent, limitless potential.
You never understood.
You're right. I don't. I was never some golden cub.
Fired
Nobody
up.
gave me anything. I had to earn it.
You're just jealous.
I'm ashamed. Ashamed I bore you. Better to have bled you out and spared the world.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Nothing left to prove.
I wonder what the book is like for this particular side of the story.
Sometimes there is no right thing. Let's give them time. Geological forces at my command.
I tried to contain the desolation, but I could not stop it.
None of us could. Krisha and Ritlock saved the best future for the Char today. The Legions will remember that.
All that power. 2 dragons. How are you feeling?
I felt such a rush of wild magic. But then some of it seemed to just flow through me. There's still so much I don't know.
Wait, you're saying some of it's missing?
We have research
to do.
More accolades.
Nerds.
That went smoothly enough.
Story complete. Okay. We take it. GG! We're gonna get out of here pretty soon. Just gonna grab the last of this lore. If you want to read it. I'm gonna take a slight break and come back on Twitch. GG. One more. Hello, Dragon. Yeah, I really don't know enough about Ryland's story, but I anticipate that, you know, it really had something serious going on with Cinders and in their mind, and it's just like they wanted so much to mend, but you can't slaughter like a significant romantic interest like that and not have some sort of consequence, eh? It's ruthless, brutal. I wonder how these two grew apart. It just seems like Papa was a rolling stone. Huh? R.I.P. I shall kneel. Rest in peace. J. Alright, we out of here. Good night, good morning, good luck.